Hejka, witam wszystkich najserdeczniej, jak tylko to możliwe. Jestem Tryhard, a przed wami kolejny odcinek z gry Hogwarts Legacy. Sorry. Wtedy mu się wydobywało. Aha, dobra. Szybko przełączamy sobie GUI, bo dzisiejszy odcinek będzie bardzo na spontanie i bardzo szybko. No bo niestety, żeby nagrywać wam odcinki, wrzucać je o sensownych godzinach, to muszę się śpieszyć. A dzisiaj mam jeszcze inne rzeczy do zrobienia. Co my dzisiaj mamy do zrobienia? Muszę iść na zajęcia z zielarstwa prowadzone przez profesor Garlic w szklarniach. Śledzimy misję i lecimy od razu. Jeszcze się tepniemy do świstoklika, będzie szybciej. Tu na pewno jest jakiś świstoklik. O, wystarczy, że się tu tepniemy i już będzie szybciej. Chociaż to ładowanie, biorąc pod uwagę, że ta gra na SSD-ku śmiga, jest niedopuszczalne. Dobra, lecimy dalej. Jak widzieliście, zacząłem w tym pomieszczeniu z shortsa, więc jak ktoś go jeszcze nie widział, to zachęcam do sprawdzenia, gdzie tu się złazi tędy. O, ale fajne miejsce. Będzie na miniaturkę, ale nie w tym momencie. Co się z tymi drzwiami stało?
Handy resource indeed.
Super. Będziesz się fleksowała kiedy indziej. Aha, myślałem, że to dopiero. Aha, mam z nią pogadać? A rozpocznij misję. Bożu. Weźcie sobie po cukierku i na miejsce.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie.
Okej.
Ah, hello.
Hello!
Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden.
Oni już mnie znają, typie.
We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio.
Aha.
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now,
Dalej
everyone,
wszystko słyszę.
grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Tego nie będę robił. Bo to będzie wyglądało źle. Ale drom mordy.
Quickly, place your mandrake in the new pot and pat down the soil. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty
Ciepły, brudny
blanket,
kocyk.
putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo.
Czyż jakby to spadło na uczy kobieto, wiesz, ile byś siedziała w więzieniu?
Mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
Zdałem sobie sprawę, że nie zapaliłem sobie lampki.
Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
Ale po co?
I wonder if hippogriffs...
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say. Nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep.
Świetnie.
Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to
O ile nie
bloom.
umrze od jakiejś
I've
mandragory.
arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time
Nie
to
wiem, czy
grow.
dożyję w tej szkole. W tej szkole mogę nie dożyć.
Let's see
Dobra,
how to
sadzimy.
balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Nie byłem jeszcze u profesora Sharpa.
Well
Świetnie,
done!
udało mi się.
Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of
Chińska
flora.
kąsająca
Chinese
kapusta?
chomping cabbage.
Co to ma być?
You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses
Na
outside
przykład w
the
zjadaniu
country.
cię.
The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse.
Yes,
It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Dobra.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you.
Kto
Nice
cię
work in
pytał o
Defense Against the
zdanie?
Dark Arts, by the way.
Ja mam...
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered
Ładnie
him.
te szklane wyglądają.
Oh,
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping. Go on. Grab a few of those cabbages. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it. And they'll do the rest.
Accio.
A.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum
Zarąbiste.
planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious
Zarąbiste.
little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Just because those cabbages will chomp on a dummy doesn't mean they do the same on, say, a goblin.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and death
Kariera
have
tego
more of
pana
them if
zależy
you're
od
keen.
kapusty.
Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
On wróci do domu i specjalnie posadzi tą kapustę, najwyżej
Take your
straci
time.
dwie ręce,
I'll see
ale
you
da
back in
radę.
class.
Czemu teraz biegniemy jakąś inną drogą?
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our
I
drag.
tended to the
Dzień
Chinese
dobry.
chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Dobra,
Magical
powiedzmy, że
plants
właściwie
have
są
so
ciekawe,
much to
bądźmy
offer.
myli.
I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to
O,
you.
jedzie ze żerzyczcem!
Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
To legalne? Bo w sumie nie wygląda ta babka tak staro.
Too much dragon manure on your screech snap seedlings.
Szybkie obszajanko.
Relishing their new pots only cost me my damned
Ten
hero.
zielony jej nie pasuje. Może gdyby była w czerwonym. Dobra, kolejna misja. Także lecimy po kolejną misję. Zajęcia z eliksirów. I super, bo tego będziemy potrzebowali, żeby robić eliksir wigenowy, bo ja nawet nie wiem, gdzie ta sala jest. Dobra, biegniemy sobie tutaj.
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident?
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely...
Dobra, zaczynamy kolejną misję. Siema, Syba! Ten pan to ma za dużo
Potions
eliksirów
is one
chyba.
of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
O, i to jest przydatna lekcja. To jest jedna z tych lekcji, którą uznałbym za naprawdę ważną.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Sok z chrobotka. Co? Fizyka tej butelki mnie przeraża. Raczej cieczy w tej butelce. Dobrze, mamy rękawiczki. Nie no, ten pan zdecydowanie ma za dużo eliksirów. Przecież on ledwo chodzi.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done.
I dlatego
And from what I
uważacie go
hear of
jako
your
pierwszego.
recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more
Nie przejmuj się,
resourceful.
jestem bardzo
Come
zaradny.
and see me when you've finished brewing. And we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Oczywiście, że talent. Ja mam talent do wszystkiego. Gdzie się waży ten eliksir?
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Gdzie są jaja popiełka? Gdzie jest futro mrocznego wilka? A.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go
Tak,
into his
powiedział,
office?
zamknij dupę i mnie wpuść. Na szczęście po 10 minucie, sorry. A po co ci ta
Yes,
wiedza w
but
ogóle?
why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Dobra, nie
I'll
będzie.
get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing.
Mogę bawiłem się
Hurry back to me
sygnetem
when you
i
have the feather.
zdałem sobie sprawę, że to słuchać. Sorry, już go odkładam. Dobra.
Keep your potion statement.
Ale ładny ptaszek! Wy go nie widzicie, taki ładny, różowy. Narzeka służbowa, 31 grudnia 875, a więc wszystko się dzieje przed Harry Potterem, jakieś 100 lat. Nadawca biuro Aurorów temat bogini i Borgini i Berks. W sklepie Borgina Iberxa dowodzi do zwiększonej aktywności poza zwyczajowymi godzinami pracy, szczególnie bardzo wczesnym rankiem, kiedy na tyły sklepu docierają podejrzane dostawy. W oparciu o posiadaną wiedzę na temat reputacji sklepu zwiększamy liczbę aurorów. Jaka będzie obserwować ten przybytek, wyznaczono ciebie do tego zadania, czekaj na dalsze rozkazy. Dobra, futrowinka mamy, jaja popiełka mamy i chyba wszystko mamy. Czy to jest Nati? Tak, to jest Nati, świetnie.
Here's the flopper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
O ile zakończę, to wybuchnie.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
No nie wiem, co mam zrobić. No musimy poczekać. Dobra, udało się. Nie mamy liści dyptamu niestety.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Brawo.
Dragon Dung! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
Well done, Garrett.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley.
A ty skąd niby to wiesz?
chaos.
Do niczego się nie przyznałem jeszcze.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions.
Ty nie wiesz, o czym ty
I
gadasz.
suggest
Weź
you
w ogóle
heed my
człowieku
warning.
nawalone lekcje
As for the
wszedłeś.
work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well.
No
I
właśnie.
confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the
Nie,
ingredients
myślę, że tak
themselves.
se randomowo można
Pay
wszystko
particular
wczytywać.
attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Dobra, ale ten kociołek może być postawiony tu. Tylko jest mały problem. A, dobra, tu są szklarnie, okej. Jest ta śmieszna sala. Nie wiem, idziemy.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Dobra, w ogóle Dziki mi powiedział o jakichś punktach talentów. Gdzie są punkty talentów? Czekajcie. Przejdź dalej w głównej historii, okej. O, a w inwentarzu coś ciekawego? Dobra.
From Gareth's inspiration.
Chyba jeszcze nie urosły te nasze rzeczy, co żeśmy je tam postawili. Chyba teraz możemy się przenieść do szklarni. I zobaczymy, bo przydadzą się nam te eliksiry. Więc ten dyp tam będzie często
A
tutaj
portrait in
zadzwonił.
our common room wants to talk to you. It's Eldritch Diggory. He used to be the Minister for Magic, I think.
Czekajcie, bo to chyba nie ta szklarnia jest. Tak, to nie ta szklarnia jest. Ja mam chyba do tamtej iść. O, tutaj jakaś skrzyneczka. Elegancka szkolna peleryna. No wtedy nie przyjdziemy oczywiście. To tutaj? Tak, to chyba tutaj. Urosłeś już? Świetnie. A, on będzie rósł w nieskończoność, bardzo fajnie. Dobra, więc będziemy sobie mogli robić tam w tej sali te eliksiry z dyptamu. Bardzo ładnie ta szklarnia wygląda. Ale mamy zdjęcie na miniaturkę, a może kiedy indziej.
I need to catch up on my left and right.
Ale w sumie ja przecież mogę się teleportować do tego dormitorium Hufflepuffów. Co ja tam na nogach lecę? Dobra, zobaczymy jeszcze co on ma do powiedzenia. Nie obiecuję, że skończymy dzisiaj tą misję od tego portretu, bo dzisiaj musi być nieco krótszy odcinek.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldridge Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura recruitment program at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book you found, and, in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book and the pages?
We portraits here more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
I'll do whatever I can.
Wonderful. I
Dobra,
am
generalnie
pleased
chyba
to have
skończymy
been
sobie.
right about you.
Nie będę tej
My
misji
great
dzisiaj
niece,
to odcinku
Helen
robić.
Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
Oczywiście.
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved sooner than you think. I
Dobra,
shall see you
także
there soon, I hope.
dziękuję wam wszystkim najserdeczniej, jak tylko to możliwe, za oglądanie tego odcinka. Jeśli wam się spodobał, zostawcie łapki w górę i subskrypcję tam na dole, bo ten czerwony guzik bardzo lubi zmieniać kolor na szary. Do tego zapraszam również na inny kanał grupy RedCore. Dzięki za oglądanie jeszcze raz i bajo!